Hey there, my handsome and pretty little cobras, and welcome back to the Cobra's nest. So today we're going to be doing a clean girl aesthetic makeup look. I've been really into this. It's very clean, it's very fresh and minimalistic, and I figured I'd take you guys along with me. The first product that I use is a serum. This is the Innisfree Green Tea Serum. It is amazing. This is like my 5th bottle. Highly recommend. The next thing that we're going in is with sunscreen, and this is from Sage. This is Sage sunscreen. Amazing stuff. It has a really good natural smell. I highly recommend. I've been religiously wearing sunscreen for the past 10 years. I started wearing sunscreen in grade 9 because I heard that it's really good protection for your skin and it keeps it from not really aging but from taking damage from the sun, and I figured that is good enough for me. Next up, we're going to go in with a rat tail and a regular comb, and we're going to do our hair just because I need to set in the curls before the curls dry too much and then it won't take the oil. I just deknot my hair, take out the knots and get my hair in order, and then I apply the argan oil. I like to part my hair down the middle just because I think it's a very flattering part, just because I have a square face, so I feel like putting a part down the middle softens my face up. Next up, I'm just going to go in with the oil. This is Argan Moroccan oil from Organics. You can pick this up from Shoppers. It's super common and quite affordable. It's regularly $7. You can get it on sale either from Shoppers or Walmart. I swear by this stuff. I've been using this stuff since high school. Amazing. Don't fix what's not broke. Now let's go for some light foundation, some very light coverage, and we're going to be going in with the Lancome Teint Idéal in like the second lightest shade, P003. I have extremely fair skin and I actually really do like that. I love the contrast between my black hair and my white skin. It makes me feel like Snow White, so I love to emphasize that. I just put a little bit on my cheeks and my chin and we are good to go. Next up, we're going to be going with e.l.f., which is my favorite affordable drugstore brand. This one is from Walmart. This is in the colorway Rose Water. It's a very pretty ashy rose pink purple shade. I highly recommend it if you are a cool tone type of gal. Then next up, we're going to go for a shimmer. I'm using Merit's Highlighting Balm in the colorway Cava. There are 3 shades and Cava is the lightest shade, which I recommend for all of my fair-skinned girlies, anybody who has pale skin or blonde or is a redhead. Shout out to Merit. Thank you for gifting the piece. I love this piece. Next up, we're going to be going in and doing our brows. This is from Milani in the Brush and Pot series. I highly recommend it. This is in the shade 02 Brown. If you are going for the clean girl aesthetic, never forget your brows. They are like one of the key defining features of this look. Having them fresh, groomed, and colored in is an important aspect of this look. To keep the brows in place, I'm using Merit's pomade, and this just helps keep the hair in place, especially for girls who have thicker bushy brows like myself. This is a godsend. This is in the color brown. I think currently they only have the 2 shades or the 1 shade, but yeah, I think the brown is really nice and it's actually very flattering even if you have very dark hair like myself. Next up, we're going to be doing our lashes, and I'm going to be going in with YSL's Lash Clash in black. This is a very pigmented, so if you have thin lashes, I don't recommend this. This is definitely for people who have a little bit of more lash in the lash department, just because it is quite volumizing. I saw in reviews that people said that it makes lashes look very spidery just because the brush is very thick and it does give a lot of product in one swoop. So I think that this is something that maybe you only want to use if you have a lot of lashes or if you have fake lashes. Otherwise, I think Merit's mascara would probably be a better staple for the It Girl aesthetic. The clean girl aesthetic does call for a more thinner mascara look, but I personally like to emphasize my lashes. It is one of my favorite features, so that is why I decided to go ham. If you want a more true to It Girl aesthetic, then I recommend using a little bit more mascara. I'm just going to quickly do my bottom lashes to give it that pretty dull look that I personally enjoy, even if it's not quite part of the clean girl aesthetic. Next up, we're going to be bronzing our face, and we're going to be going in with the NARS Laguna. I love that this brown is like a true ash brown, which is very flattering for my complexion because I look a lot better with cool tones. I learned a really cool hack for making your cheekbones look lifted, and that's actually to place the bronzer higher on your cheekbones than on your actual cheekbones, almost in the highlighter region, and it gives you that very high snatched look instead of dragging down your cheek and making it look kind of muddy. And then I'm just gonna do a quick contour of my nose. I actually do male contouring for my nose because I have a strong Roman nose, as opposed to the classic way that many people contour, which is to emphasize the nose tip. I discovered this cool way of emphasizing and making your nose look a lot more narrow when I saw makeup for males, for male models, and then I realized that I have a very masculine nose, and this is actually a much more flattering contour shape for my nose. Then I'm just going to contour my cupid's bow to give me that very pouty, juicy, youthful lip. I don't have the thickest of natural lips, but I feel like this just gives me that extra pop that I'm looking for. All hail the power of makeup. Then I'm just going to go in and contour it all out, buff it out so it looks seamless, because that is part of the clean girl aesthetic, is to make it look as natural as possible. Next up, we're going to be doing our lip. So I'm going to be going in with 2 different glosses, because a big staple of the clean girl aesthetic is actually to use gloss as opposed to lipstick, or at least a gloss with a slight tint. The 2 staples that I use is the Merit in the shade Au Naturel number 1. It has the slightest of pink tints, which is super flattering. And then we're also going to be using a topper, the Laguna, the NARS in the shade Laguna. I have to say the lip gloss aspect of the clean girl aesthetic is one of my favorite parts, just because I am a millennial and I grew up in the beauty guru era, and I'm just so over lipstick. Give me a gloss, please. To finish the look, we're going to be adding a little bit of jewelry. So we're going to be putting on my Cobra necklace. This was one of the first, or among the first PR packages that I received. It was from the jewelry Silvax, and they do custom jewelry, so I got my name Cobra. The earrings are from Shoppers. They are one of my older pieces. I've had this for about, I want to say 7 years, and they're still going strong. They are surgical steel with gold plating. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was so much fun for me to film. You guys know that makeup is among one of my first loves, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm really into a very minimal makeup aesthetic, and I thought I'd share that with you guys.